Okay, so yeah, I should be live now, hopefully. So yeah, let me get this into full screen. Everything here, and then I'll make sure that I'm good. Go ahead and apply that. The way that the client works for CZN, it's not very great to have it alternate between full screen and not full screen. It makes it makes everything on my computer darken in the background. I don't really know why. Oh, sorry. Trying to get the stream open to see if I am correctly live. How did I put incognito with that? Let's see. Hey, did it get everything right? Okay, yeah, we're good. So, yeah, we're going to be playing CZN today. The mic gets right. Okay, yeah, the mic's good. Playing CZN today. Oh. Looks like I got some free stuff. I've got a bunch of pools. I just reached level 50. So, that's what I wanted to do today. Was try out some new stuff with me being level 50. Well, we are going to take the free crystals. For sure. Boom, S rank. D-Day. That doesn't sound great. New Calamity. Okay, I gotta do this first real quick. You know, I kinda need this more than anything, but... Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna take this, because I kinda need the money. What the heck? Owen over my Haru. And then Maribel over my... Yeah, we'll use Kairon. Is there anyone else I want to level? No, I'd rather level up Kairon. And... Ray will level up Brunoa some more. So, yeah, I've been playing this game a lot off camera and everything because I've just been like doing dailies and stuff. I haven't really had time to sit down and record and stuff, but I got a few pools saved up today, so I figured that I would do those on stream and maybe start playing Seas again like every Sunday. It'd be a fun way to integrate more Chaos Zero Nightmares. So yeah, this is a new character, Yuki. I don't really know how long I can have her on screen on that screen, but yeah, we'll do a 10 pull for her. Or a few and see what we get. So the 5 stars in this game are purple. So if this is purple, which it was not, then we would know if we got Yuki. We would still want copies of that character's use, so that's not bad. Yeah, the pull animation is a little long. Okay, yep, no purples again. But I do have a few of these now. I could probably save up and get 10, but I'm just gonna single pull from here. Yeah, the animation has to play every time, so I'm just gonna skip it from now. I don't know what the pity in this game is. I think it's around 10. I also need more copies of Lucas as well, because I didn't have a single copy of Lucas until this banner started. And yeah, more copies of you as well. It's good. I don't know everybody's names just yet. Rydell, and last one that I've got for now. Let's see, did we win our 50-50? We did. Nice. So yeah, got Yuki. I don't really know about building her just yet, but I did go ahead and pull her just because she's new. And I've heard mixed things about Yuki. Which one do I think Flamethrower could be cool animated. Yeah, this like animates the stuff. And then Flashbang. Yeah, I need more copies of Lucas. And I also would like to get more copies of this character. Yeah. Both of them are pretty good in some ways. Like, pretty much every character in this game's really good. If you get solid decks and stuff, and there's a lot of ways to do that. I need to level up Yuki while I'm here, though. And yeah, if I do that, then I get a free pool, so that's what I wanted to do. But I don't like the YouTube ads for this game. Yuki's always censored in the ads, so I don't know if I can keep her on screen on YouTube too much. But yeah, this is my main character, Haru. I made a video about Haru a few weeks ago, but I took it down because I didn't really like the video with the new stuff that I've learned about the game, so I might make another one in the future, but that's why I took down the Haru video, by the way. Oh yeah, they made it where you can see your partners in like the full character model and stuff now, which is cool. But yeah, I just leveled up to level 50 today, which means that I can get the max level for the characters, but to do that I need to do a quest. So I need to go to missions for that, actually. That's where it is. Where's the promotion mission? Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. Well, luckily, my team is really good. My main team is really good into this matchup, so. Yeah, this game is a card game gacha with roguelike elements in certain moods and stuff. That's really fun. So I'm gonna play this to damage this guy. Those were two like upgrade cards that I played a second ago. I'll go ahead and level this up because I've got this card, which can hit 2 there, and then play this. A little bit of damage. So yeah, Haru's main thing is that you want to play around a move called Anchor Shot, but I haven't actually drawn it yet. I'll just go ahead and heal. I don't have anything else to do. Should be able to draw Anger Shot pretty soon. Yeah, there we go. So you can play this, which will directly upgrade Anchor Shot. And I can one-shot that enemy. Yeah, it does a lot of damage. Play that to draw some cards. It has Anchor Pointer, which will make me draw back the Anchor Shot. I have a variant of the Anchor Shot that makes it 1 cost, which I like. Play this. Discard these two. Try to draw some other cards. I want to defeat this enemy first. I've already got a little bit lower. And that'll take you out. Yeah, these things over here are your ego points, so whenever they fill up you can kind of use like an ult. So your character has like a partner and they have ults, and then your characters also have ults, but you can only use them once per encounter. You have to rebuild up your ego points every time, and then down here is your action points or EP. which you use to play the cards. But if you haven't figured that out yet by watching so far, you probably, or you might like already know now or whatever, but yeah, to explain it a little bit. I'll take that to restore an AP. Okay, yeah, it's not gonna kill or anything, so we'll just wait. This deals a lot more damage if you have buffs, which I didn't have, so there's a buff, there's a buff. It's still not really gonna be enough. Yeah, my draws aren't necessarily that great, but I mean this hand's pretty good, actually. And then, even though you need 2 AP to play this card if I were to do this, there's an additional ability I have in my Harvard from pulling extra copies of her that let me play Anchor Shot regardless of the cost, but it deals a little bit less damage for every amount of AP you're missing. So yeah, there's the promotion mission done. So now I have unlocked the maximum difficulty and everything, so get some more stuff. What are these? Wingstep A50. Combatant gift. I mean, I can give it as a gift. Should I give it as a gift? I don't know if that's like the only one I'll ever get of that. Guess we have some more heart. I mean, not heart, but Yuki Bowl attempts. Or I could try to go for this West Macon. What does this do? I imagine this is gonna be really good with Yuki, so I probably might as well go for it. Yeah, that's just an A rank. There are no 50-50s on this banner, but there are 50-50s on the other banner. I didn't even have guarantee on the other banner either. Actually, 150-50. Don't know if I had mentioned that. Ooh, another copy of Selena. I actually do like Selena as a character, but she's kind of hard to fit into certain teams. I like playing her with Malin, though. For a lot of passion damage. Plus marks and stuff. So yeah, there's some extra mark damage. Yeah, as you can see, my heart is E3. I think they use E in this game for that, but yeah, pretty good. And then I got her signature thing as well. I got it pretty early, so that's why he did it. So now I can obtain that for merging and level up Haru, but don't have enough to level up the rest of her stats. But I do want to get everything that I need to do that, so I'm gonna grind for it. We can use this team. So this team is a void damage team. It's got a lot of upgrade cards. So increase damage amount of cards with a cost of 1. This will create dirge bullets at the start of your turn, and you also get a bunch of stats now, but can't really use them for too much. Just get that there. These dirge bullets, you get 1 every turn now, and it, at the end of your turn, whenever it gets discarded, goes to the discard pile, then it gets shot off automatically. So you can use that to exhaust a card and then get an AP back. Draw a new card. So with Keiron, that's this guy's cards are these futility things. Anytime that you play a card that spawns a futility, you want to try to play the futility out because that will make it where it gets exhausted, and every time you exhaust utilities, or futilities are certain cards that have interactions with that. Did I get that? Okay, never mind. So yeah, this card gets its cost reduced every time you play a futility. And then this card deals more damage for each exhausted futility. So I can do this, then exhausted futility. Then I can play that on top of it, and this thing already dies. But then I could have also played that if it had somehow survived all of that, which would have been pretty impressive. Now this card, what it does is whenever you play it, it creates a few futilities, but I have an extra copy of Keiron, so it makes 5. Like this. And then this is a really fun combination with this team, but this card makes it where any card that's not from Renoa, which are all these cards, get replaced by 2 Dirge Bullets. As long as you have the hand size for it, which my hand size is kind of too small. But yeah, it would have been nice to play that, but honestly, it says I played for 3 hours, but I was just AFK. So. Yeah, a lot of Dirge Bullets now. And then Renoa's ultimate's really fun. So with Renoa's ultimate, you move all the dirge from the draw pile and graveyard pile, which these are all the ones in the graveyard. And then these are all the ones in the draw. And then these are the exhausted cards. You can't really get those back. So yeah, it fills up your hand with dirge bullets pretty much. And then you discard the ball again. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to spend like all my energy on getting these back up. Just because it takes a lot to level up characters. I do want to get my heart leveled up out of all my characters though. And I also want to upgrade this. Actually out of units as well. Bad thing is that, as far as I'm aware, there's not a good way of getting units outside of just having the battle pass, but I actually got most of the units out of the battle pass already, so. Not really going to be able to do too much with these, but just have to discard that. Just take out that one. I swear it's always hard to play this out, but I actually do have an angle for it here. Play that into playing this. Discards the dirge bullets. If I had the other Renoa upgrade I have in here, then would have been good enough. But gonna exhaust this Annihilation Shot. I don't really like that card. We're no deck anyway. There's a one-shot everything here, so it's good enough. Go ahead and Renova ult. Yeah, whenever you get a break, you get another AP back. It's 200,000. I got 96,000 for running this, so. All I'm gonna say is my Haru better be able to start one-shotting like every enemy in the game at the end of all this. Yeah, I have Renoa ult again, so I might as well just hold that retain card. Which is this one here. Retain cards will stay in your hand at the end of turn. I wish I had K-Run's ult. What K-Run's ult does is, or Ego skill, what it does is it exhausts all the futilities in your hand. So you can play that and then play K-Run's Ego for a lot of exhausted futilities. And it does more damage to more futilities that you exhaust with it. Not the greatest. I will go ahead and play it though, because I don't really have anything else to play here. Yeah, now there's K-Run's ults. Barely have used any exhausted futilities, but still does pretty good damage. What Ray's Ego skill does is it does a little bit of damage and gives you AP. Or an AP, and then if you break an enemy's toughness bar, then you get 2 AP. Because you get the AP from the toughness bar as well. Yeah, as you can see, even leveling up these requires more units, so kind of the main bottleneck the in-game of Chaos Zero Nightmare has. Kind of reminds me of Duet Night Abyss, how you have to get all those freaking coins for weapons upgrades or skill upgrades or whatever from doing the exploration missions. Kind of the main reason why I dropped Duet Night Abyss. I just didn't feel like grinding that out perma. I don't mind grinding, because that game has pretty good grinding spots, but just that one spot was pretty bad. Yeah, make a lot of utilities, and then Make it where all of the futilities get replaced by bullets for now. I think that increases the damage of dirge bullets, but I'm not sure. So replace the futility with another card. Not the greatest option, but works. Not a lot of futilities exhausted, but that's still good. I'm actually gonna get rid of this as well. I need more hand size. And then here's how Kairon's ult works. So you get that card, you get a bunch of utilities, and then you just Kairon ult and everything dies. Big damage. Even that's barely scratching the surface of how much stuff I need to upgrade Haru. I've got so many of these like 5-star characters, and I want to build them all because all the 5-star characters in this game are really cool. They have interesting mechanics and stuff, but they're gonna get pretty expensive to build. So you've got to level them up, and then after that you've got to level up all of their potentials. Well, at least that's the order I'd recommend doing it, although you don't have to level up every one of their potentials. You can technically skip some, like a lot of people skipped this one for characters and stuff. I like upgrading everything on everyone, especially on like Haru, because I main Haru in this game, so I would have everything upgraded on her anyway. It's like triple crowning a character in Genshin or whatever, you know, so I'm doing it just because I like it. But yeah, I need to get better save data, so that's something I wanted to work on today, is to try to do some runs of the chaos mode to do that. And then I also need to grab this, actually, so even more energy. Yeah, with the Garden Cafe, you can either get one of these every day, and you can have up to 4. And it doesn't take 60 from this and put it into that. It just gives you one of these, and they're worth 60 either. Or you can just get 80 either directly. So technically it's better to get 80 either, but for the last 2 days I just got 60. Okay, so what's the thing here? Activate or achieve level 55 with combatants and partners. It's not the easiest task. Yeah, there's still a few upgrades for getting your captain level higher, which is this thing here, but mine's at level 50, which is enough to do pretty much everything in the game now, so. Yeah, because you have a few of Haru's cards animated, so you can get all of these animated by pulling on this banner, but you only get these from either buying them in like this shop, or there's I think another shop that gets them too, but yeah, this one, which is kind of like a pool refund shop, kind of like this shop is, and then you can also get them from events and stuff, so yeah, let me see, there is a actually one of these give you units, right? This, yeah, it's quite a lot of units actually. Wouldn't mind getting like all of these, but definitely don't need to spend everything. Yeah, that's half off compared to the other ones, so. Yeah, now I can upgrade these. Plus 10% to Haru's anchor shot damage. And then 20% if you're above 1000 attack, which I'm not yet, but I could be really easily. The main reason that my stats are really low is because there's like relics in this game called memory fragments, and I haven't even really upgraded my memory fragments. I just grabbed like a few basic ones as well. Like I haven't really farmed for these because I didn't want to farm for them until I got other aspects of my characters taken care of. So once I do that, then I will be able to. That's why, like, this build is pretty good. This save data here, and I do like it, but I need an anchor shot that's actually 2 cost instead of the 1 cost. Even though the 1-shot anchor cost I really do like as well, because it just feels nice to use with Haru, but that version of anchor shot doesn't scale. It always does the same damage. But it also makes it where my memory fragment set would be useless as 4-piece. That gives you 20% crit on 2 cost cards or more. These would still have that applied, but not the anchor shot. The power anchor would as well. But yeah, normally anchor shot in this game you can get like save data that changes the values of cards and stats and stuff. But as you can see, normally anchor shots 2, or which you can see it here, I guess. That's what it normally does. Is every time that you play it, it gets increased damage. So yeah, kind of a fun mechanic to mess around with. Do I have anything in storage? I don't know what these do. Undetermined ego crystal. Yeah, I got one of these from Magna because I thought that was like pulling for a copy of a character, but that was not how it worked. Oh yeah, I've got these. I need to use 2 of these policy points. You use these here. The thing is, I don't think that anything's... I mean, maybe these are worth grabbing. See, it's 200 for these. So you can get 160,000 there. I mean, I don't know. It's probably worth to get this, but you get it once a month, so... I've still got a while before it runs out of time. I can grab it. I actually do have enough to fully level that up to 60. But that was pretty expensive. But yeah, the reason why my Haru's base stats are so high is not only the memory fragments, but I also have her affinity leveled up quite a bit, which adds a bunch of extra stats. That's why I'm kind of wondering if it's worth to do that, but I don't know. And then it goes all the way up to 40. I've pretty much only focused on leveling up Haru's, is why it's so high for her compared to my other characters. I think my next highest one might be Ray. Yeah, looks like Ray's is the next highest. But yeah, Ray's a pretty good support, and Mika's also a really good support in this game. So I usually use one of those 2 for most things. And I also like Cassius, but he's a little bit weaker than those 2 for like general use stuff. He has really specific use. But he looks really cool. I like his design a lot. And his cards also look cool. Especially whenever you can get them animated. This character is kind of like a dot character, and I do want to try to get her built at some point in the future, but yeah, for now, I just have a few of her things leveled up, and then I have some of her card motion restored as well. But yeah, the thing is, to really advance my account in this game, I need to do a lot of chaos manifestation, and I've barely done it, so that's kind of what I want to do today. But I actually have a few more things I can do here first. If you want to see the Passion team, this one, although you can replace Ray with one of these three. I guess we wanted it to be full passion. Probably this character because they're a shielder, but I don't really like their playstyle too much. I'd rather use Ray. So that's some extra mark damage. Mark to random enemy passion. Oh, and just piercing damage, which is still good, but yeah, I can't really use that card too well for now. So yeah, you have HP bar up here. Everyone shares HP, and then there's also this like stress bar. Pretty good to keep up, but you don't have to worry about it in farming missions or in-game missions. It's only really in like the chaos mode that you have to worry about that. Generate 2 AP off of this. A little bit of shield. Get 3 marks on this enemy. And another 2 actually. Can't really use that character's thing for now. The damage is fine. It's a little close, but it'll be fine. Do need to grab a damaging card if I can, to make sure I take out that enemy. Can heal everyone. Morale gives you extra damage, but might as well do that first. Then have a bit of a shield for this hit. The shield's not really enough because these aren't actually like shielding characters to protect you, but still helps to not die from that direct hit, so. That's kind of an interesting thing with a lot of the characters in this game is your DPS characters have like healing things on them. And a little bit of mark. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, I mean, this does about 400 damage, so might as well do that now. I'll go ahead and exhaust this shield because I don't really care about it too much. And actually ended up working out pretty good. Oh, well. Bit unfortunate. But yeah, I really like the tenacity damage on that card. It feels really useful. I really need to do a run with this character so that way I can get some epiphanies. The epiphanies are what change the card and give them like that special thing underneath the 0. And that special thing at the bottom of the card that says like 1 AP additional, so that's where those come from. Big damage there. Like that first. Go ahead and take out this enemy just because I can. Heal as well. Yeah, Malin's ability is pretty good as well if you ever get it off. I'm drawing it at like the very end here, but basically makes all of your cards get like an extra hit. Adds a bit of a multiplier to your card. So might as well do that to finish off that one. Yeah, that damages all enemies, so a little bit of AoE. AoE is kind of a rare stat, or like coverage type for characters, so that's another reason why I like Selena a lot. Maybe if I did Selena's ult first, that would have killed for the mark damage, but it's fine. This enemy won't be able to act again until this turn, so there's no way they survive this. There are 2 extra levels on Haru, so yeah, unfortunately there's not a lot of ways of getting these. Already sold out until next month. But it's one of those things, like, this game's kind of a marathon, not really a sprint to the end game, so just gotta wait for it. get there eventually. I need to do the new bosses for this week, but there's a lot of stuff to farm. And then this is like the Memory of Chaos or whatever. I didn't actually do the last one before it reset, which is kind of an L, because I probably could have done it really easily. So I will be doing this once I get some of my characters built up and stuff. Like, I want to use Yuki for this at least. So I'll need to build her. I'd also like to finish building Haru and stuff, so. Let's see, with that done, there is a new event, which I haven't even started this. Fate, powerful equipment. And there's like a new chaos. I guess I didn't do these. Rip. Yeah, this is a story. I kind of am a story skipper in this game, I'm not gonna lie. Just because the story's getting rewritten, so. Or at least part of it is. So. Kind of just waiting on that. But yeah, the whole chaos thing kind of reminds me of the hollows in ZZZ. When using a unique card of this unit with an activated inspiration. Okay, I don't think any of these have inspiration. Oh. He has a lot of AoE. But yeah, I did see that that was able to kill them. I just wanted to see what the other card's animation was. Common criminal. Yeah, there's a lot of these like story missions I haven't done. So there's ones in there. Then there's like a bunch of side quests, which I thought I did that, but I guess I haven't done the epilogue, so I'll need to do that. Oh yeah, the side missions aren't in that, they're in this. But yeah, also just unlocked chapter 6 battle missions today, so you can see there's side missions there, side missions here, side missions, and then there's also ones in the hard difficulty as well, so there's kind of a lot of stuff to do outside of the main story and gameplay loops and stuff. Pure white fragment. So these can be used in the supply store. Okay, you can use that to get pulls or standard pulls. You can get these, which are pretty good. Boss drops. But yeah, this event's gonna last for a while, so that's why I've been taking my time on it. And yeah, it looks like you get some stuff to help improve your Yuki build, which isn't bad either. I might do more of that later. I kind of want to do some chaos runs, actually. Not simulation. So yeah, there was a new chaos manifestation, this one, but I already did a run of it on my phone whenever it came out. But the zero system's kind of the main thing. You don't unlock this until like the mid-game. But yeah, I kind of need to merge one of these. It's fine, actually. I'll just do this. And then we'll do it with the Haru team. Sorry, I had to alt tab for 1 second just to make sure the mic's good. That's all that I wanted to do. Okay, yeah, there it goes. See how everything's... Or I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, everything is a bit darker than normal there, but I don't even know if you guys recognize that screen either, to be fair. This would be good, but I need to level up thing. Combatant who doesn't have any memory fragments equipped. Oh yeah. Does Barrel not? There, I guess have that. I don't really have any memory fragments in general, so. Oh. First time I've seen this. This is a, like, roguelike mode. I don't really care about the neutral cards. Okay, these are some additional cards you start out with. So whenever you do this mode, your number of cards that you have is limited at the start. Random piece of legendary. Equipment. Unfortunately, that was one of the worst ones I could have gotten. And it's not useful on any of my characters. I mean, it's kind of usable on Barrel, but even then it's a bit questionable. Retain hand. I know this thing only has 1 HP, but it's not like it's increasing my stuff for now. I need to get these epiphanies active, but even if you can't activate them first, they'll activate at the end of the round, so that's fine. These will both be at 1 HP. Oh, never mind. I thought it was... Oh, there it goes. I thought it was 2 encounters. It was. Now this is where they should stop having 1 HP. I'm pretty sure. So you could use this character to discard 3 cards and replace them with other ones. I can get rid of that curse card whenever, so that's why I took it. Yeah, another late epiphany. These epiphanies are where you get your big card upgrades. I'm actually going to go up here and then to the bonfire. Would like to get an epiphany. And so. Get it on Haru. And then I'm gonna go here first. Just a rest. So as you can see, the stress meter sticks around through your runs in this mode, so that's why it's a little bit harder. I'm actually gonna go for the elite enemy. Defeating these gives you pretty good rewards, so that's why I want to do that. Go ahead and try to break through the shield. Might take a while. Okay, there's our anchor shot. So you can do that, then play anchor pointer to draw it back. Play that again. Fortunately, my draw is pretty bad. Guess I need to get rid of those burns. Need to retain that for a turn before I play it. Ooh, get this upgraded. I can just play a power charge. Then see Pharaoh's ego skill to finish it. Actually dropped its card. I kinda like this on Barrel. I know it says to give it to Haru, but I'm gonna give that to Barrel because there's other weapons I can give to Haru that would be better. So I will wait on those. Increase max HP. I want to go ahead and get this stress to pop, so we'll do another elite. I can see Anchor Shot's 3 cost now, but I can play that. Fortunately, I can't. I mean, I could play this anchor pointer, it's just gonna make my anchor shot deal a little damage. There, not too bad. 20% shield, I guess I can give that to you. These are like checkpoints. Gladiator's helmet. Not bad. Go ahead and grab back the anchor shots. See, a good upgrade. Not really. I guess retain is fine, because I do like to hold onto that card. Remove one card. Well, I will remove my curse card. And it actually gave me money for removing it. I thought I was going to have to pay to remove it, which is something you can do at the campsites if there's like a shop there. But none of the campsites so far have had a shop. With a barrel ult. I did that too early. I was supposed to do this first and then do what I just did when I'm stupid. Okay, so Haru got maxed out on stress, so now she's freaking out, but it's fine. I've still got a lot of HP. I think just increasing the damage amount's good. Although I do really need to like try to make it where I have more buffs for Haru's ult. So maybe I can do that in future runs. So each time you play this, there's a chance it will come back. There used to be a bug in this game where if you held the card, like hovered like you were gonna play it, you'd be able to see if your HP would come back. 'Cause every time that you play a card, it resets these. So you could see if your HP would come back, but they actually fixed that bug. Though I don't really know why. It's not even that broken of a bug. It is a little broken, but it's not that broken. I guess I'll just take out this enemy because that's all I can really do for now. Yeah, once you're back, then you instantly get to use your ego skill for a reduced price. So it's always -4, so if your character's ego skill normally costs 4 ego points, then it's free. But hard normally costs 6 ego points. Which Haru's ego skill is really good. So that makes sense. I'm gonna go for the elite. This elite's not very difficult to fight. We've already fought one, so just to further prove that. You can play that other card first and it adds 10% damage to your anchor shot before you play it. That's why I did that. There's only 4. It's still gonna do pretty good damage. Yeah, crit as well. I don't mind that, and then I'll just get back my anchor shot. I can play that. Boss cards, which are like the ones that I got over there, they're really good. Most of the time. Big anchor shot. This increases your damage for the number of cards in your hand and stuff, so got it up to 9 stacks. Should pretty much one shot like anything. They didn't crit though, so didn't get really big damage, but still not bad. I think I will give that to barrel for now. I can always change that later. Random path here just to see if technically I could probably do that, but assuming that I rolled the thing as well. Yeah, it's gonna be for bullet characters. You can remove cards as well if you don't like them. Like, I feel like this card on Mika is kind of useless, so just a way to thin your deck. Like, Mika barely does any damage, so. He's not like Barrel. Barrel's a sport that actually does something in terms of damage. Shield this turn. A little bit less damage. Yeah, based on the total cost of all cards, so got it up to 9. Gonna be really big damage. No crit on that either. And at least get them down to 240. 161 actually. Not enough to get through this shield. Say that should be more than enough. Kind of a good thing that I got below the HP. I mean, none of these are really worth duplicating. I guess this is fine. I think I'll give it to Haru for now. And I might as well take this because I never use these. If I don't. But yeah, because I was below 50 HP, that one equipment I had would proc. Yeah, Barrel's probably gonna stress out during this fight. Get 2 anchor shots there. That's not bad. Yeah, I kind of just autopiloted that last hit because I figured that it would be good enough. I guess more credits. Try to get their stress reduced some. Oh, it crit. Yeah, just increase the damage. I thought that card was normally free to play. I guess it generated an AP back, so kind of was. Need to retain that. Need to play this to get some more AP. That's a pretty good effect. Oh, I gotta play that launcher. It's fine. Okay, good. That's how I thought that would work. Add 10% damage to anchor shot. Ooh, this gets an upgrade. It's just a good way to get a bunch of buffs and then play Haru's ego skill thing for a lot of damage. Even if I wish another card could have gotten that upgrade, but it's fine. The shield at the end of rounds was also kind of tempting, but I don't think it's that important. So what I was curious about is if I play this, yeah, that gives you a bunch of that at once. Will it re-give you a lot of those effects, like every round, just like the morale? Or do they go away at the end of this turn? I think you got some back. Retrieve is really good on these. You can see whenever it gets discarded, it comes back once. Yeah, even though Beryl is still going to be in the daze for a bit, should be able to get her out of the daze with the boss fight. That's not good. I mean, that's fine. Got through it at the end. Yeah, this boss is pretty strong. I need to save my Haru. Okay, the enemy is shielded. Didn't find what I wanted to find either, which is not great. Oh, it's in the discard pile. It was one of the first ones that I drew. That's unlucky. Well, I'll just drop this on your head and then bring it back and do the same thing. Getting the 0 cost is good. Once again, there were other epiphanies I would want, but not bad. Second method. I think I avoid the elites for now. Well, that's a good thing that I decided to avoid it. Epiphany to one selected card. I thought it was copy a card. What card to copy? Well, actually, where's Barrel's thing? Wait, I can't copy it? I wanted to copy her draw card. I think I'll just copy this anchor pointer. More anchor pointers to get off more anchor shots. Not bad. was something I wanted to test with Aria, but had to go and get stunned at the start of this. Well, just gotta keep waiting on that. I mean, this is gonna deal a lot of damage, but I want to make sure I defeat one of these things with it. There, not bad. Just wanted to try to keep my HP bar up. Not a lot of bus stops on this run in the deck, but trying to get the stress down, but I guess I'll do that. Even though it's a curse card, you can just sell them, so guess I'll give this to Tario for now. Yeah, Mika's gonna get stunned in the boss, probably. Barrel ult's or ego skill's nice just because you can play it whenever. No damage yet. Oh, never mind. I just didn't see it, I guess. Okay, luckily she got stuck here, so. I didn't realize the first one crit until I'd already played the next one. I wanted to use those to heal, but it's fine. Yeah, you can just remove your curse cards at the store. Or the one that I got earlier, I was able to luckily remove for free, pretty much. Don't have lead cards. It's kind of not bad, but I'll heal. Same thing I had to fight earlier. Somehow getting an epiphany on this fight. Want to defeat this one first. Yeah, already at 4 stacks on Anchor Shot. Out of 5. And double retain here. Two, one. Okay, this one's better. Another epiphany. $172 shield. Okay, that was actually a pretty big hit. Not really the best value of that, but There. Still enough to be able to get the clear. Copy card. Guess I will copy another horror card. Equipment. There's Chaos Core. It's fine. I'll just have that be my only run of the day. Hey, I realized it was gonna be like that. Cannot rest in save zone. %70%. 70% is kind of a lot. There's also a lot of achievements in this game. Nice. Yeah, you still get those. Kind of that. Yeah, you can also save these up for either character or partners. The partners are pretty good to save for. So. Like this was the previous banner stuff. Haru was also on the previous banner, but now she's on the standard, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I can still max her out. But yeah, for some reason the save data got corrupted, so I have to wait on the next daily reset to save those characters because I spent all my counseling things on other stuff because I haven't been running Chaos very often recently. But yeah, I think that'll be a good place to end things. I'm pretty tired, so yeah, I think that I will end things for now just because I was up till like 4 a.m. this morning. I wasn't really intending on being up till 4. Okay, alright, we get it. I wasn't intending to be up till 4, but like, I just kind of happened to be awake then and looked at the clock and was like, oh, I should probably go to sleep now, but yeah, I'm gonna end things here. We'll do a longer Chaos Zero Nightmare Sunday, CZN Sunday. I'll just say it like that because it kind of sounds more like it fits, I guess. CZN Sunday. Yeah. At least to me it does. But yeah, I'll do a longer one next time. I'm just kind of tired and I've got some videos and stuff I want to edit for tomorrow and stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to end things for now because I'll see everyone in the next one. Let me go. Alt tab.